What? What is this?
What's happened?
Thou hast done well to guide him this far.
This voice. I'm sure I've heard it before.
Thy mind should now be clearing. Remember now thy true charge. He was never a member of the Resistance. The mission, the departure, was thine alone. And thereafter didst thou encounter him.
Who are you? Wait, what am I saying?
In those long ago days, he had just been born into this land. Newborn in form, if not in appearance, the boy needed a guide. Thus, I decided his memories would be thine. Thou wouldst share past and purpose.
What do you mean I need a guide? I know where I'm going. I have a map. Thank you. Thank you very much.
A memory so crafted to suit thee. My journey to the capital would not be made alone, but alongside him.
No, that can't be. He was there when we got our orders.
I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
No. But... I was alone?
By this choice, he might be saved. By these gentle, necessary lies, we could live to see this day when our dearest wish is fulfilled.
It's now starting to feel like a Christopher Nolan movie.
As he traveled alongside thee, he gained both strength and wisdom.
But it makes more sense.
It is only by thy efforts that my voice reached him.
And it's more interesting.
He has now been saved. And so the journey ends here. Thou hast fulfilled thy mission admirably.
What? Wait just a minute. What do you mean it ends here?
From here on, thy path is thy own. Choose thy own future for thyself.
So
may the fates smile on thy journey.
Wait, okay, hold on. Okay, wait. So always lost has always been me? I think I said that. But in the book, the character's name is always lost? Is that what I'm getting? Okay, maybe I am dense. She's having a crisis right now. I am too. My brain.
How do we make sense of this?
Is it really you? How do you feel?
I feel lighter. I feel fine.
I feel fine, I think.
There seems to be no doubt. He is still himself. But I also sense His Highness within him.
Everyone? I need to tell you something. The truth is...
I've always been him.
So let me get this straight. You're saying it's not a matter of our captain and His Highness joining together, but that the former was this disembodied entity sprung from the latter?
Okay.
That's why he had no memories? 'Cause he didn't even exist?
I see. Finally, I understand the strange feeling I had sensed upon our meeting. What shaped you, so to speak, was the prince's will itself, a part of his consciousness. Yes, the prince's very heart. He was his soul given flesh. Perhaps the form we knew was one shaped by material magla, much like how the dragon god manifests beyond the vessel Drakadios.
A mass of magla with a will. Forget the dragon god. He may as well have been a dragon himself. Small wonder he awakened to an archetype before anyone else. was no great aptitude for magic. He himself was composed of pure magla.
The self, as a manifestation of one's desires. Similar to archetypes. I suppose this is the very essence of magic.
You mean to say that it was not merely pretense to claim the prince's name? He truly was His Highness all along.
If that's true, this is finally your reunion with your sworn liege. Seems like cause for rejoicing, eh? Lady Hulkenberg of the Royal Guard.
Ha ha ha! Time for all those people who threw things at me, who were saying mean things to me, can now bend the knee. They're going to bend the knee again. Ha ha ha. Ha.
But I failed to protect His Highness.
No. I am sure the strength of your devotion had a hand in saving him.
While all and sundry believed the lad had shuffled off, you alone kept the faith, milady. And in the end, that faith was rewarded.
Fate was changed.
Are you really His Royal Highness the Prince?
Yeah, see, I won't kick dogs, but I'll kick people. Who are we kicking first? The person who threw the rock at me, they're going first. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Look, I am a woman. We hold grudges. We'll remember them till our grave. Always remember that. Even though we say we're fine, we're not fine. We hold on to grudges. Remember that. As I said, single file line to meet the bell.
Please, forgive me, Your Highness. I failed you when you needed me most.
I am Tolkien now.
More. Despite being a member of your royal guard, I did not recognize Your Highness at our meeting and showed you such insolence.
I'm Tolkien. I'm Kaneki, the cooler version of Kaneki. I would go after this kid in Grand Trad Alley who was talking. I would go after him too. You and Queen spent too much time together now. No. She's too busy. At least we finally hung out yesterday. She's too busy. You always been an ally and pronounce your sentence. Yeah, I really want to do this, but no, we're being serious.
You've been there for me this whole time.
He's right, you know. If we'd not met you, we'd certainly never have made it this far.
This time,
Didn't mean that. That would have been funny.
Protect you. Even should it cost me my very life. I swear to it.
Finally, we've done Grius proud. We've really done it.
By the way, what are we supposed to call you now? I mean, how would you prefer to be addressed, my lord?
Nothing's changed between us, same as always. It'll be more fitting for I should have done it. When I plan on the game, I'll let you guys know what it says. Nothing's changed between us.
You can just keep calling me Captain.
No, Your Highness. With all respect, I must object.
But this is no time to be thick-headed, Miguel. He's the one who gets to decide what we bally call him, so we'll listen to him, eh? What?
You, sir, should be begging His Highness for forgiveness on bended knee. You mangled the royal runner to your own whimsy, you lout!
Well, that is, I mean, it was all dashed useful in the end, wasn't it? A bit of clemency, Your Highness.
So much for acting same as always.
At least I get to use a toilet, maybe.
It's beyond belief. Not just that a child who'd lain cold for years could come back to us, but through such extraordinary circumstances. After so long in the curse's thrall, he could not even open his eyes. He may as well have been a corpse. But all this time, he had been on his own journey.
That is right,
It was the
Granny
boy's
Gio.
dearest wish. He spoke of a fantasy of traveling the world, meeting its people, seeing its truths. And without him even knowing, magic made it real. He is a child of Eldan blood and Eldan legacy. All these years he spent in the village, he has rested near the secret of true magic. Perhaps this is how it came to be.
Off topic, but because they spoke of magic, I just found out why Disneyland is called Disneyland and why Disney World's called Disney World. Disneyland is called Disneyland because it's in LA, so the land is LA, and then Disney World's called Disney World because it has the ORL from Orlando. There you go. I just wanted to say that.
His was a fantasy surpassing fantasy. It became more than a dream, but a self-possessed force acting of its own volition. And now, reunited, Prince and fantasy live anew.
A journey to discover and reclaim the self, in all senses. No wonder he set off the custom igniter in the Royal Gauntlet Runner. It was the Crown Prince himself.
Don't need it.
Even
Thank you,
hearing you
Tuja.
explain like this,
I don't need it.
it feels like nothing short of a miracle.
I can only guess that fate had a hand in it.
Oh, Kuja.
I remember. I heard a voice. Guide him, it said.
A guiding voice. Oh, is this always lost then? Did you save the world? Not yet.
Whose?
If you can't remember anything from before our journey, then we probably met after you'd only just... happened. Right? I shouldn't have known you then. But for some reason, I was convinced that we'd always been together. I thought we both received the order to save the prince, too. Ever since the moment I heard that weird voice guiding me.
A voice? Lady Gruaday mentioned a revelation. Hold on, are we still being mystic and metaphorical, or was there an actual guide involved?
She said the thing! She said metaphor.
I know someone was guiding me. I just don't know who.
So a disembodied voice. Hang on. Come to think of it, that sounds a bit familiar for me too.
Ellie's making eggs for the dogs. Does your dogs eat eggs? I never given my dogs eggs. Fresh, farmed straight from the chicken. I had eggs this morning. What kind of eggs though? We're talking about like scrambled eggs over easy, sunny side. Kind of eggs. I mean, I'll take it on avocado toast. An omelet maybe? Our friend had a ton of leftover eggs. Better buy eggs out before they get expensive. Or better grow your eggs before they get She's making a dog scramble, but you should have whatever you like. What kind of eggs? I'll do scrambled eggs too, and then eat it on a sandwich.
Hey, who do you think the voice belongs to? Any idea?
What's with all these questions? Sort of.
I have a faint idea, but I'm not entirely sure.
Come to think of it, this place, the light coming in, they seem familiar.
I might say the same. When I first acquired this power, I had a vision of somewhere not unlike these grounds.
Does this mean that we've been guided as well?
Perhaps someone has been at your side unseen, watching over the course of your journey. I imagine all this comes as a great shock for you as well. But here you are, back in your rightful place. You have come to the end of your arduous journey and found new life. It is a life well won, grasped with your own two hands.
Chiefess Gruaday, we want to know everything. What is the truth behind your tribe, the Elder? We Mustari are also said to have inherited truths of the world before us. Histories hushed by sanctism. But this village, it is something altogether different. I myself feel a strange familiarity here. A lost haven underground, yet letting of the sky's light. Please, tell us, what is the Elder Tribe?
To know what we are, you must first know our history. Come to the altar room past the door. I'll wait for you there.
Toilet time? No, no toilet time. Ha ha ha, I'm the prince. How could this be? Just a truly miracle, Lady. No. Granny Chio mentioned that she can't witness a matter of revelation. Oh, I forgot I still have bottle. Looks right. I ain't doing shitty. I ain't doing. I hope you're doing well. Looks straight. Looks up, looks down, looks all around. How to stay in our village, blah blah blah. Why? Oh, I never checked here. Nope, doesn't move it for me. Nope. Endurance, no. Doesn't move it for me. Doesn't tickle. Wait a minute, is it Yakuza Samurai? No.
What was that? It sounded very weird.
I don't feel like talking to them.
Does this depict the Elder tribe?
Elda comes from an ancient word, meaning only the old ones. It was an alias given by our ancestors to outsiders who visited the village in the distant past. As for our original name, you know it well by now. We were humans.
The human tribe. So Luis's words...
There is no human tribe. Tribes, as we know them today, did not exist then. We were all one people. Humankind.
A world united. But wait. The ruins on Virga Island. There's nothing left of the civilization today. Was it destroyed? Why? How?
I'm back from my bundle. I'm so sorry. I was gonna say, we're not united because we're the present, we're the past for them, they're the future for us. We are not united as you think we are. No, it's what she's giving me this ad. It probably wants you to buy it.
A war. One that all but destroyed the world past. But its destruction was born of the discovery of Magla. Or as you call it today, magic. Do you wonder what they battled over? Without the divided tribes, what could they have disagreed on?
The side effects include depression. You'll be fine.
They were racked by division.
Yeah, see, you'll be fine.
Abstract,
You'll be fine.
Undefinable idea of rightness. They tried to destroy something invisible, and destroyed only themselves. And any idea of absolute rightness is born of fear. That fear flooded the world and gave way to war. And their age of prosperity came to be called the world before. The people we now call tribes were either born of artificial division for the sake of the war effort, or natural adaptation to survive the hellscape after.
Humanity was torn apart by fear and anxiety, giving the rise to the tribes as we know them. Do I get wisdom from this?
Unbelievable. We've met plenty of people caught up in pointless conflicts. Given the choice, I know they'd rather live in a world without tribal division. And yet the truth is, that world's already fallen apart. More than that, it's how we all got here.
Such drastic physical changes would normally have taken eons to effect. Accelerated by Magla, however, it was only a matter of a scant few centuries. You understand now, yes? We, the Elda, are the survivors of the old world. Our ancestors fled the flames of war and thus escaped the ensuing divisions.
That means the prince, that is to say, I am scion of both the old world and the new.
It beggars belief. Tis nothing short of astounding. But then, why do we know these monsters as humans?
By the war's end, both sides were consumed by fear. Their magical assaults escalated with each retaliation, until it was beyond all control. Our world became a hell.
No, I didn't get lighter. I haven't gone on ZZZ. Right now, I went on Star Rail.
just collecting stuff. I'm gonna pass on him. What's his face? On Sunday. He's for Mr. Sumner, but I don't even use him, so I'm like, pass.
Rampant magla distorts the body and mind. By now, I'm sure you know that better than you ever wished to. Humans are what remains of that branch of humankind that succumbed to melancholia. Broken, horrifying testaments to their own mistakes in the war of magic.
But it's Thursday? Fair enough.
Some persist,
Friday Eve,
breed, and multiply as any beast does. Others live centuries of agony before their lives burn out. Even we do not know the full scope of their nature. Regardless, when the 8 tribes settled in this land, our claim to the human legacy was forgotten. To the people, the name only meant slavering, insane monsters. Therefore, we took on an alias instead. The same one by which we are known today. The Elda.
Oh, the Infinite Nikki? Yeah, that one just came out. It's literally Genshin, but like with like Final Fantasy graphics. Okay, I tried pulling for him right after the update Sunday, but I was like 2 days late. He's not out anymore? No, he's still out, isn't he? I was gonna pull for our Venti, but I'm like, you know what? I'll save. I don't need a shielder. Shielding is for not that, the Anata RSMT. I have not seen that. I thought you were talking about the Infinite Nikki one.
So, the old world couldn't control its magic, and wait. How
Scruff was fighting yesterday.
fit in? All this revisionist history to spread their magic igniters.
Indeed, what are magic igniters to you? Tools for the church to shackle the people, perhaps? Or weapons that hide magic's true potential? Am I close to the mark?
Okay, look, there's like 2 Nikki games. I don't know which Nikki. The one where like it's pretty, it looks pretty, and then there's the other Nikki that's been out for a while, which is like I kind of want. It's like a side scroller. There's that one, and they just as planned. There's 2 Nikkis, unless there's a 3rd Nikki. I don't know, but I know those 2. The Infinite Nikki that just came out yesterday, and then the other one, Infinite Nikki and Nikki are 2 different. Okay, there you go. Cujo gets. They're very different. Very different. Extremely different. If you know, you know. Very different. One has been out for a while, and they've had like collabs with like Nier Automata and Evangelion. Which one of the Goddess of Victory Nikki or Infinite Nikki? Infinite Nikki is like Genshin, but very girl. Yes, there you go. Well, Nikki is girls with guns, and yeah, there you go. With jiggle physics, Cujo got it. Cujo got it. What is the Goddess of Victory Nikki? I never heard of that.
In truth, it's the opposite. Igniters are tools made to limit magic. Restraints made in self-discipline, meant to avert a repeat of history's destructive mistakes. The Sanctus Church of today is muddied by greed, but its faith was born of good intentions. They once urged self-control, and thus control of one's personal magic.
Do you need to tangle the wires? Thank you, Cujo, for fixing it. Nikki Goddess of Victory is a full. Okay. The waifu with guns. Yeah, but there's also another one that's like waifus with guns, like an FPS one. Well, I mean, this is kind of FPS, but I don't know the name of that one. It's probably, I don't know. There's another one that's literally like an FPS with waifus. Speaking of waifus, you guys should listen to the All I Want for Christmas is Waifus Ooh song. I might even just put it for you guys just to torture you.
At times, they preached we must close our eyes to the truth when it would only lead us to ruin. By this benign tenet, history was obscured, and the Elder denounced.
I had no idea. There's a grim irony.
Good night, Nero. Hope you have a wonderful sleep.
Hid his son's ancestry to protect him. Yet in the end, that meant Forden could attack the village under any pretext he liked, his motives concealed.
With all that said, You have now reclaimed your true form. The friends that stand with you are of different tribes and ideologies, but of one mind.